So, what are you going to be sewing this week? You've only got a couple days. You've set this weekly schedule for yourself and now you got to keep it. What are you going to make, buddy? Well, I was thinking that I could either A, remake the hand project, but make it look nice. Also, I'm getting pretty good at sewing, so maybe I could buy some new jersey and then make some nice t-shirts for myself. But honestly, I just want to remake this shirt, but do it really well. Dude, seriously? You spent 3 videos on that shirt already. You're gonna make it 4? Do you want to lose the 2 1/4 regular viewers you have? Listen, if I'm gonna get good at this sewing thing, it means I have to do stuff over and over. So who cares if I repeat? And honestly, if I'm being honest and genuine with myself, I think that's gonna translate to the viewers. So, right people? I'm gonna do it. I can't help myself. I have to, and these are my videos. They're not theirs. Don't you do it, man. Don't you do it. If you even dare to think about it, I promise you, I will tear into you. Don't do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I can't help myself. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I wanna make it. The first step is always the pattern. And once again, I am using this basic bodice pattern that I've made so many videos ago now. And I didn't really have anything new to say here, so I hit the time-lapse button and cut out all the pieces that I needed. I'm first ironing down the interfacing, and the point of this stuff is it just adds a little bit of rigidity. So this is yet another different technique for sewing the placket from my past ones. It's been an aspect that I've struggled with, but I practiced this last night and things are promising. And then I simply fold that in half. I was worried that I wasn't shamelessly self-promoting enough, so I put my logo on my sewing machine as well. Iron just a little crease in there so I know where to line it up with. Pin that on. First I'm going to measure it down. So that's going to be right there. So that's the center. So I go there, there, and 1 1/4 there. Draw myself a little line. I'm going to stitch along there. Same thing on this side. And just run the stitch right down. Alright, and run it up. Now, a little bit of trimming, just right to that point without actually cutting the point. And then same thing on this side. Fold this in underneath like that. And then this one, same thing. No, it's supposed to be the other way around. All right, so that goes underneath. And then iron. See, look at that. Ooh, gorgeous already. And now I'm running this top stitch as close to the edge as possible. Now turn it around. And then finally, one last one. But hold on, I'm not done yet. I added a zigzag stitch along the bottom for added reinforcement. Ooh, that's quite nice. But hold on, again. Notice how there's all this extra fabric? I used the serger to trim down and finish the 3 raw edges. Oh, look at that, we did it. And we're better for it, sewing machine. We're better for it. This part you've seen a dozen times before. The shoulders. Now I top stitch along that seam I just serged on the shoulders. It is collar time. Press that down. Press that side down. Alright, glue is underneath again. Give myself plenty of room. Trim that out. With both pieces roughly cut out, I ironed up one side of the bottom of the collar. Woo! I don't seem to learn that lesson. Jesus! Then I trimmed the collar pieces down to their exact sizes. I need them to line up nicely. Yep, good on that side. Yeah, okay. And then I'm running a stitch right around the outside of the interfacing. Ah, that's pretty close. Pretty close. I'm happy with that. Trim out the corners. Okay, now turn that inside out. First is just press it one way, just to get one fold going. It's like life, series of small steps. Now flip this the rest of the way. And then I draw myself a line here, so that way I know exactly where to stitch. And then, once again, trim off excess, crease in the middle along the back, line those two up, open that up a little bit, and it's going to be slow going. And you probably can't even see what I'm doing because it's all bunched up. Alright, final test. Is it the right length? It is. Whew. Hallelujah. Gotta flip that inwards so that everything's on the insides. Maybe if I press from the inside, that'll work a little nicer. Yeah, that's working. Once again, take my time. And then after a whole bunch of fumbling and futzing around, I finally got the collar attached. Fiddly business. Now I've got a whole host of sergering to do. I needed to serger all the raw edges of the bodice. I'm even pre-sergering the bottom of the sleeves. Do you notice how it goes down like that and then back up again? Fold it right over and it matches the part of the sleeve it folds onto. So that way when I sew it, I don't have to stretch and pull and there isn't any awkward folds or puckers. I'm a little ashamed of how long it took me to figure that out. Anyways. Now, I am sergering the sleeve onto the body. There are two curves that are opposite directions like that, and they have to be sewn together so that way it folds back around the right way, but the actual sewing process, it gets a little strange. Not strange, difficult. Challenging. There we go, that's a better word. Just iron that, so that way that is facing up. Now I'm just running a top stitch along. It's extra reinforcement, but also just keeps that sergered edge in one direction. These are the side seams to close it up on the edges. I'm going to sew right up to this here line. I push down those sides. And then the more astute of you will notice that what I'm doing is sewing little side vents. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and just iron down the bottom hem. Do the same thing on the front hem. So I'm going to run a seam up this way. Turn sideways. Go this way. And then turn around and go down. And then I'm just going to run a hem all the way around and then do the same thing on the other side. Now, just like I did up at the placket, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a little zigzag stitch. You know, just to give that some extra sturdiness. Gorgeous. The final of the sewing steps is to now hem the sleeves. Oops, schmoops. Rather than butcher this nice clean placket with some buttonholes that I'm not good at sewing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some snaps on the insides. Sewing on the snaps is another one of those tedious things to do, so I hit the time-lapse button and got the job done. I gotta say, I am genuinely pleased with this. I probably should have looked in a mirror before I filmed that, because when I started editing this video together and I got to this shot, I realized just how terribly disproportionate the bottom was. So late last night, quickly busted out the sewing machine, and it was just too much effort to pull out all the filming gear and set it up. Remade the bottom, and here we go. I added this patch at the bottom here, and I don't think this seam takes away from it. So now, it's an inch lower on the back. I think the size relation is much better. And overall, the fit, thumbs up. The sewing, you know what? I'm pretty impressed with myself. I'm getting pretty good at this. The placket, really nice and clean. Happy with that. The collar, I even did a decent job. I think I've sized it quite well. I've done a pretty decent job in the enclosure part with the rounding. And overall, I think I'm gonna wear this outside of the house. Mandy, I didn't want to have to do this, but you made me. Shouldn't have sewn the shirt. You're 30, right? Okay, yeah, and you're now starting to make videos. Well, you must be blowing. Oh, no, right, you're not. It's you get 20, 30 views a video? Oh, but, and less than 100 subscribers. Oh, wow. Now, this must really be a good selling feature when you're going on dates, right? Because that's, you're looking right now. Yeah, you've only been on 3 dates so far in the last few months. Okay. But multiple dates with each. Oh no, just single dates, and a couple of them have even ghosted on you? Whew, life is great, huh? Going places, making something of yourself. You know what, insecurities? I don't need you. You can just go away. No, you need me. You need me, please. No!